What conversations have you heard in the wake of what happened on Friday about renewed interest in upping the security at these ballparks in some way?
Well, first off, Greeny, Rob Manfred addressed this at the draft last night and said that baseball will be reevaluating where it stands on this and all safety issues. And I'm glad to hear that. I'll be happy to send you his quotes if you're interested in them. But
I would like to see those, please.
Since that incident in Fenway, I've heard from players, ex-players, very frustrated that nothing has happened on this front, even though players raised this issue years ago. Now, baseball has addressed some of the problems with maple bats, which is good. But what players don't understand is why the netting that protects fans behind the plate hasn't been extended. My understanding is that what they asked for was to extend that netting out to the dugouts at the very least, and that makes total sense. This is something that people within the sport had been worried about for a long time. If you remember a few years ago, they passed a rule that required all the coaches to wear helmets. And I talked to a coach at the time who told me, you know what, I'm fine with this, but to be honest, it's the fans I'm worried about. He said, at least I'm totally into the game. I'm watching every pitch. I look around at the people in the stands. They're barely paying attention. They're on their phones. They're talking. They're eating. Some of them are as close to the hitter as I am. We need to do something about this. And I just know that players, coaches, a lot of people within the sport have been worried. And I hope that this is a call for action before it's too late.
What is the owner's reasoning for not wanting to do it?
Well, obviously, owners like the fact that, in these new parks, fans are close to the action. They can talk to players by the dugout in the on-deck circle. They can get autographs. It's part of the fan experience. But fan safety has to take precedent over any of that. And if you extended that netting at least out to the dugouts, there'd still be areas to get autographs. This is just the world we live in. If people are going to sit there and mess with their phones through the whole game, I don't know. This is something that baseball needs to act on.